What's going on? What's going on, Rosies? This is McFrozen Nuggets, and today I'm gonna be doing my Lego Star Wars spin-off showcase to show some updates that I made to some of the lightsaber hilts, as well as some new lightsaber hilts that I've made. So on the left we have Qui-Gon Jinn, Master Yoda, Jedi Master Obi-Wan, brand new modifications to R2-D2, General Grievous, and of course Darth Vader. As you can probably see, Darth Vader is probably the most prominent of the changes, and General Grievous being in second because of all the different lightsaber hilts. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because I just want to show the different updates that I've made. And I've also got some of my other figures beside me, so I can show you the different modifications that I've made, as well as some inspiration that I've made to some that I've taken from some of the other hilts. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so right off the bat, starting off the main figure that undoubtedly you've been looking at the whole time, General Grievous. This is just an absolutely amazing figure. And by the way, this is the same one that I got with the General Grievous's wheel bike from 2014. As you can see, he's still very awesome looking. As you can see, I basically went with his lightsaber hilts. I just basically went all out on these. As you can see, some of them have different designs. Some of them have white, some bronze, black, brown, etc. You name it. And real quick, I also want to show you that I made this rack right here, so to hold all four hilts. Now I also just recently added this holder for his electro staff, so then I won't have an extra accessory to worry about, since the only accessory right now laying around is his blaster, which is right here. Now, real quick, I wanted to do him first because I want to show you the different things that I've made to these lightsaber hilts. So, starting off with this first green one. See if I can focus in on it. Right here, on the top with the white, I actually took inspiration from Padawan learn Obi-Wan's lightsaber hilt, as well as the bottom because it's black. And the middle part, I took inspiration from Yoda's hilt, right here. Except both rings in that area are black, whereas on Yoda's, only the top one is black. And it's a little hard to see, but this neck part right above those two rings is brown. And I also added the bronze here on the bottom as well, since I thought that would be pretty cool. So yeah. And of course the blade itself, obviously the blades on all of them have not changed at all. Now for this one, excuse me. As you can see, the most notable one is the top part of this hilt, obviously exactly same as Darth Vader's hilt, right here. Obviously being completely black, seems the grip parts, but as you can see, the bottom part is actually white now, which is actually pretty cool. Again, took inspiration from Padawan or Obi-Wan's, but instead of black, it's obviously white. These two rings here are actually brown, and the middle part is bronze. So yeah. And also real quick, I made sure that every single inch of every single inch of this emitter is black, as much as I could get it. So yeah. And again, blue blade. Next one is actually pretty interesting. I think this one gets interesting. This one, again, using inspiration from Padawan and Obi-Wan's. But this time, obviously the bottom part of the emitter is black, but this time the top part is actually white now, which is, again, pretty cool. And we've also got a white stripe at the bottom as well. As you can see, wraps all the way around. And the very bottom of the hilt actually has a black ring around it, which I actually thought of recently. two rings are actually bronze, and then the middle part is brown. Now you see you can't take this out of the hilt without scraping any of the paint off. Obviously, the inside is still completely silver. I learned that the hard way when I first made Darth Vader's hilt. When I tried to take the blade out, the paint started scraping out. So I just decided to leave it in silver, and have the outside part be black. And of course, you can still put it in just as easily. And again, I'm basically using this rack, so I won't have them laying around. This one is possibly my favorite. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. This one, the bottom part is white, and the pommel part is, the pommel is black, like Padawan Obi-Wan's. But this time the grips are actually white now, which is pretty cool. The rings are white, and that middle section is black, and then the neck part is actually bronze, which obviously I took inspiration from Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker's hilt. If you can see the similarities, it's a little hard to see. But undoubtedly, the one thing that you're probably staring at is the emitter being brown, which is actually pretty cool. Again, I took inspiration from Darth Vader's hilt, similar to the previous hilt that's blue, as you can see right there. But I decided to take it another step further. If I can get this one to come out, there we go. The top part is actually black, which I actually thought of recently as well. And again, the inside part is still silver, like I said with the previous one. And some of these are actually really hard to take out. So yeah, General Grievous. If any of you feel inspired by these hilts, let me know in the comments. And I'll just put his blaster in his hand for kicks. Again, I hope we'll possibly see General Grievous again in a future Star Wars set. Undoubtedly not for the summer 2017 wave. Probably not for a little while because of The Last Jedi and such. So yeah, General Grievous. Okay, now for Qui-Gon Jinn. Honestly, not much has changed with his hilt. Really, the only thing that I've actually changed is actually added a little more black. Basically right up here as well. And of course, I still left this half silver and the other half black, so you can hold it without scraping the paint off. I'm actually really careful of that. And I also filled in the black grips on the bottom here. Hopefully I can get this to focus. So yeah, you can probably see that my camera's having a tough time focusing. There we go. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about Qui-Gon's hilt. Really don't know what else to say. It's a really cool hilt. And it's probably, I still don't know if it's my favorite yet. Yeah, it's a close call between this as well as Darth Vader's hilt. Let me know which hilt of all these is your favorite. So yeah. Master Yoda. Let me just say, again, same with Qui-Gon, not much has changed. I just added a little more black to him, or to his hilt, as you can see. If my camera can focus. Alright, you can kind of see it. I actually added a little bit of a black stripe right underneath to match the actual hilt. Obviously the blade, using inspiration from the Blade Brothers lightsabers I have. They're actually upstairs. I'm downstairs now. There we go. Actually, it's a little hard to focus. There we go. As you can see, the top ring is actually black, whereas the bottom part is still silver. because again, I'm taking inspiration from the previous hilt. From the Blade Builder's hilt. Yeah, I really don't do any scripting like Ross does. I just do it off the cuff. And I will put the link to my previous LEGO Star Wars Showcase in the description below. And of course, shout out to Ross. He's probably not going to reply since he's at Star Wars Celebration, which I'm still jealous about. So anyway, yeah, Master Yoda. Okay, so now for the other half of the figures from Grievous's wheel bike from 2014, Obi-Wan Kenobi from Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. Again, the only thing that I actually changed was the middle part of his lightsaber hilt. As you can see right there, kind of. I actually made it brown instead of bronze to more so match his hilt from episode 3. Because if you look at Luke Skywalker's hilt, you can see that it's actually bronze. And again, I also want to, this time I'll give a shout out to Lego Mag 9. Since, I'm using inspiration from him. How he paints his lightsaber hilts and customizes them. At least these particular ones. Since I'm using elements from his Luke Skywalker lightsaber tutorial. Again, that's really what I used for Luke's hilt. But anyway, that's really the only thing that I changed. I don't think any of you are gonna care. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is for Obi-Wan. Okay, so now, if I can get this to stick. There we go. Now for one that actually isn't a lightsaber hilt, which is R2-D2. Really, the only thing that I changed with him is I made the red light right here. If I'll zoom in so you can see a little better. I actually made the red light there more prominent, since on the original one, this is from the Droid Escape Pod. I have the one from the Jedi Interceptor from 2014 right next to me. I actually made it look more red, whereas originally it was more pinkish. And I also did with the Jedi Interceptor one from 2014. Again, this from the Droid Escape Pod. So I decided to do with both. Again, here's one from the Jedi Interceptor set. Obviously exactly the same, only 2 years apart. And of course, he was also just recently released with Yoda's Jedi Starfighter from the Clone Wars. So undoubtedly, you might be able to pick him up in that set as well. So yeah, R2-D2. And again, I took inspiration from Ross's R2-D2 from his Force Awakens showcase back in 2015. And as usual, I saved him for last because he is going to be the best minifigure that I've made. Darth Vader. Obviously, in the previous showcase, actually, I'll start with the lightsaber hilt. I'll save the best for last. Lightsaber hilt, obviously, not much has changed. Although, if you actually look closely, you can see that I actually made as much of the emitter black as possible. Like with one of Grievous's lightsaber hilts. I'll take one off screen now. Oh, and as I drop it, of course, you can see that I actually made the entire emitter black. So I decided to do the same with Vader as well. Now see, other than that, that's the only thing that's changed. Now see, the one thing you're probably staring at, and I just burped and tried to cover up, so I apologize. Is that I actually made his lenses a very prominent red, whereas originally it was just going to be a faint red colors, but I just decided, you know what, screw it, I'll just make him a very prominent red, and it actually looks pretty cool. And obviously, as usual, I have the standard Vader head from the Death Star Final Duel underneath the helmet. Obviously, I'm excited for the Darth Vader transformation set. I'm probably going to put this helmet on that set, and have the original helmet from that set being on this one. Just more from Return of the Jedi. I feel like this would more so fit from Revenge of the Sith. And putting the helmet back on. So yeah, that is pretty much it for all the minifigures in this LEGO Star Wars spin-off showcase. So yeah, now. And I also want to point out, even though this is not even related to this showcase, I want to show that I made a little holder for the 2 Force Lightning pieces for Emperor Palpatine, like I did with Grievous's 4 lightsabers and Electro Staff, so I won't have all these accessories laying around. So yeah, just want to throw that in there real quick. So now we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. Alright, you guys, that is it for this new spin-off showcase for LEGO Star Wars that I have made. If you want to keep up with me, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Google+. All of that will be in the description below. And also drop this video a like below as well. And your comments and opinions on this. And again, I want to give a huge shout out to both Michael MGF and LEGO Mag 9 for all the different aspects that I've taken from their customizing Lego minifigures. In this case, obviously Star Wars. So yeah, again, shout outs to them, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get back to watching Ghost Adventures. So yeah, I've been watching that recently. So yeah, and of course, don't forget to keep it rigid. Later.